Senator Malcolm Roberts is an outstanding, highly intelligent and very well-credentialed One Nation senator from Queensland. He wrote to me recently about his visit to Townsville. Interestingly, and I think this is a universal problem, he had met with a group of locals and the most significant topic discussed was the heartbreak around juvenile crime. It's a massive issue across Australia, this. What leads to it? How do you address it? Senator Malcolm Roberts joins us from Queensland. Malcolm, thank you for your time. So you met with locals. Were they men and women or only men?
Men and women. They've got most of the committee is men, but they've got a woman who's looking after them in terms of making sure their governance is correct and their books are correct, and she's an integral part of it.
So this is Indigenous...
It's also black and white.
Yeah, Indigenous and non-Indigenous. And you say they were passionately committed to finding a way for Townsville to take ownership of and responsibility for their next generation of up-and-coming adults. So they understand the urgency of this situation for Townsville youth.
Yes, they certainly do. And you said it exactly correctly, Alan, because these people have seen failures in governance. They're tired of the governance. The government itself up here, the Labor machine, is suppressing people's voices. I'm talking about public servants, prison officers, police, detention centre officers. And what they've suddenly realised, that the people on the ground in Townsville, the citizens of Townsville, that they have to do it themselves. They cannot rely upon this Labor machine, because Labor and the machine up here wants to look good, not do good. And
so
they're
Malcolm,
just fluffing around the edges.
Yeah, 100% correct. Look, what are the causes, do they think, of juvenile crime? I mean, I think of this and I think, well, have we undermined the family? Are many of these young people products of parents who are basically unqualified to deal with the well-being of children? There's no training for parenthood. And it's surely a mistake to believe, anyway, that government can solve the problem, though government helps to create it. So what do they say is the cause of this?
Well, it's multifaceted, Alan. You're exactly correct. Russ Butler, who's a very impressive Aboriginal in Townsville and an elder, he says that one of the key issues is the lack of parental guidance from a very young age. They're basically missing. The second thing is there's a lot of unemployment up there because of, for example, electricity prices in Queensland are ridiculously high, and they're driving manufacturing jobs and even agricultural jobs shutting things down.
But there are jobs in agriculture. There are jobs in agriculture, aren't there, Malcolm? There are jobs. This is Senator Malcolm Roberts. There are jobs in agriculture. Do these people genuinely want to work, or do they actually live by the culture of today, which is put my hand out and government will give me someone else's money?
Well, it is partly that, Alan, but it's also the fact that there are safe houses and bail houses here in Townsville, and they're supposed to be under a curfew, but the curfews are just completely disregarded. And the kids, the young men, get on their mobile phones and organise from their bail houses and safe houses where they're going to raid that night and the next day. So what we need is discipline, but we also need, and this is the beauty of this program, it's called One Community, One Standard. Jeff Adams and Russ Butler and four other men, and as I said, that female in the staff. What the beauty of it is, they can look at this in a comprehensive way. They don't just want to punish kids, some will need that, but they want to bring these kids back.
You mentioned discipline. I mean, discipline. We've taken discipline out of the classroom. Do these people understand that there are community standards and that they've got to really live by those standards? That's the first step. I mean, if education fails them, is employment training adequate?
You're right on the track, Alan. One of the things they're talking about is one community, one standard. That's the name of the entity, the group they've formed. And what they want to do is to get the elders involved, also the victims of the crimes, and make sure there's responsibility put on the actual perpetrators of the crimes, the criminals themselves, because then there'll be greater responsibility. Maria Montessori showed these over many, many years. You know the famed educator, I'm sure. Yes. She showed these basic principles work successfully, regardless of the culture, regardless of the society. They work worldwide with all humans, and these people are wanting to put this into practice. They know it works because Russ Butler, who's an Aboriginal elder in the group, has done it himself, taken people back country, on country they call it, and they've sorted these kids out and they've been rehabilitated. And they want to get previous people who've rehabilitated back to do the work with them. But they can't get the funding, they can't get the proper governance, because this Palaszczuk machine, the Labor machine up here, is just only interested in looking good, not doing good. They won't address the hard issues, Alan. They're just tired.
Good on you. I mean, basically, it's called going back to the future. We've got to reinstate some of the values of the past that we've overturned, I think. Good to talk to you, Malcolm. There he is, the One Nation Senator. That's a universal problem, isn't it? The One Nation Senator from Queensland, Malcolm Roberts.